The recall effort against Governor Gavin Newsom continues to gain traction. One of the organizations in charge of the effort saying more than 1.2 million signatures have been collected, which potentially brings them closer to the next step. 23 ABC's Austin Westfall joins us live from the elections office in downtown Bakersfield with a look at what would happen if the recall effort is successful. Austin?
Yeah, Jess, according to recallgavin2020.com, organizers say they need only about 300,000 more signatures out of roughly 1.5 million that they've been asking for. Still, though, our political experts tell us that it's not quite that simple.
Ultimately, all of the county canvassing boards and ultimately the Secretary of State has to look at all these signatures.
As far as recalls go, the California Secretary of State's office says that when a large number of signatures are collected, history shows that some are likely to be rejected as invalid during the verification process. That's why political science teacher Jeremy Adams believes it's unlikely that the effort will get enough signatures.
To be safe, you probably need to get to about 2 million votes, and they're about 800,000 shy with only 7 weeks to go.
In the event enough signatures are collected, though, Newsom would not immediately be removed from office. Adams says a special election would be held, and there would be 2 different questions on that ballot.
The first question is, should the governor be recalled? Okay, and you say yes or no on that.
If more than 50% of voters choose not to recall the governor, then the process ends there and Newsom stays in office. But if more than 50% want him out, that's where the second question comes into play. Who do voters want as the next governor?
Almost anybody can run for governor in a recall effort.
The threshold for a candidate to run in a recall election is pretty low because a nomination from one of the major parties is not required. 135 people ran in the California recall election in 2003, and Adams says the vote is a plurality, which means whichever candidate gets the most votes wins.
If you have a small but loyal following of people in a ballot that has 200 or 300 names, you could get 2% of the vote and shabam, you're the governor of California.
Now, Adams says that if the petition gets enough signatures, then ultimately what that would mean is Governor Gavin Newsom would be in the hot seat because ultimately recall elections tend to have a more conservative turnout, and also on top of that, all the people that signed the petition to begin with would be more motivated to turn out to that election as well. Finally, the organizers of the petition say that if it were to move forward, they'd want the special election to happen as soon as this summer. In downtown Bakersfield, Austin Westfall, 23 ABC, connecting you.